look, it's not a shame in the sense, like, it's great publicity for you. It's great for Bronwyn. It's great for Kelly. Like, everybody wins when there's these feuds. But I think in a way, like, behind the scenes, and I'm sure she'll come back on your show at some point, she and Rick should have you on their show 100%. That would be
I thought of that. I mean, I thought of that. Like, I wasn't going to suggest it. I think she's like upset with me still, but yeah, I'd like to go on their show and I'll promote it and they can come on my show. It's like,
I just think you're a Kelly stan, really. And I feel like of all people to come after, like, you weren't the one. Like, I just think that you actually do like Kelly. And I feel like that soundbite of all the things that the guests that you've had, like, no one really cared until she made that a thing. Like, no, I don't think that many people, you get a ton of DMs. I don't think that many people were in your DMs about the whole address.
No, I mean, Bronwyn said a lot of other stuff that got picked up. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I was like, listen, I know when my trained ear hears something that's going to be a big thing, I stay on it. I didn't even, this just like went over my head when Bronwyn said this. It was like, okay, great. I still don't understand what's so wrong about doxing someone. I will stand by that. I mean, what? I don't understand. Like, you're revealing someone's information. Okay, but this person is coming at you. So why can't you do that? What's wrong about that? Like, if you and I were in a big fight and we fell out and we were never going to record again, why can't I be like, and this dumb bitch is in Maine and look at where she is and here's her ad? Like, I mean, why is that so bad? I'm putting your life in jeopardy.
I do. Okay. Again, I think of all the interview that you had with Bronwyn, nobody was paying attention to this part until Kelly made it a big
Although thing. It did get a headline in Heavy Mag and some other, that's where it became.
Okay. Well, I will say this. I feel like kids and exposing someone's address. I mean, I do
think it's bad. Okay.
I do, because I think you have people that are so unstable now in this world. I mean, I think they're capable of anything. And, you know, Kelly and Rick, I do get, like, they have their very strong opinions. And I mean, there's some crazy people that might disagree with them, you know. But
you're scaring me. I mean, I'm not, you know, no. When I'm in the city, I've always said this. When I'm in the city with my doorman, I feel like but you know, when I first got out here this summer to the Hamptons in May, the first like month, I was like, I'm fucking scared. Like, a house scares me. That's like, have you ever watched Scream or any of these? Like, so I'm not really I'm in the center of a lot of things in Sag Harbor, but like, I mean, it's scary. So you're like scaring me that all these haters of mine are going to come fucking kill me.
No, I mean, look, if you don't own that house, so it's a different situation. It's probably going to be harder for people to find. You know, if you own a home publicly, I mean, the reality is anybody that really wants to find you can find you. It happens to celebrities all the time. I get what Kelly is saying on that front.
Okay, see, well, that's why I'm asking, because I don't really understand.
You know, I get what she's saying. You know, they don't live in a gated community. You know, it's a whole thing. So I understand that. But anyway, I think just making it a bigger deal than what it was draws more attention. And you are a Kelly fan, so I hate to see that. But I do understand her point. And
I'm just like, wait, like when
her point on the address, I don't think that you as an interviewer should be always defending Kelly and Rick on points.
Or anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, again, I personally have never received so much hate on any guests. Possibly. I think Kelly and Rick were my number one just because of what we talk. I just don't want to talk about politics or COVID. I have my own views. Nobody really knows them. I've never talked about them, and nor will I. But I'm okay with that. I loved having them on, and I really defended that. I was like, Kelly is a human being. She can say whatever the fuck she wants. She could have any view that she wants. And by the way, Kelly and Rick are not the only people that feel a certain way about a mask or a vaccine. There's 50% of the country agrees, or the US or the world agrees with them. So let's not. And by the way, let me also say, since I'm all about telling about my DMs, when Kelly and Rick were on and I got all the hate comments, I can't tell you how many DMs I got that are like, yes, that's right. Their views on masks are correct. Their views are like, so, you know, I mean, I just don't like talking about that stuff. I was like, this bus has normally I have control of that bus. Like when I had Gloria Allred, the lawyer, on, I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am afraid of you. Kelly and Rick drove that damn bus off the highway. I was like, I have no control of this show anymore. But I mean, I'm not backtracking. I loved having them on. It was a great show. And like, I'm thrilled to have them back, and I would love to go on their show. So my point is, like, I ain't in a fight with them. Like, unlike that Mellencamp or whatever the hell her name is, that's someone that's like, please, girl, like, give me a break. But I'm like, Kelly, like, I'm not fighting with you because I actually like you, and you're so there you go.
I hope you guys can make up, because I do feel like, the interview you did with them was really amazing. It was their first interview, publicly outside of their own podcast. I think people had really great opinions on both sides about it. And she, kind of spoke her truth about Bravo pick and choosing who they want to fire based on different things. And so I thought it was really great. I hope you guys can come to a good spot, because I do think you being on their show would be amazing. And I actually see you guys being friendly in real life. So hopefully.
And also, like, with all of this talk, like, we start getting into like, okay, like Nene Leakes is probably on like the do not use list. I mean, you sued the network, and Andy, like, why isn't Kelly being, listen, I understand, she's has views, but like, why isn't, I mean, we're on Girls Trip 3 now. Like, if this is obviously a thing, where's 4 and 5? I mean, are we going to start repeating? There's only so many ex-housewives, right? So 6 times 3, 18. Yeah, we're 100. I mean, we're taking current housewives too, but like, where's Kelly's name? Like, she could be in the mix for a girls trip. Like, I don't think they're calling Carol Raswell. I mean, she was on my show. Like, I think Kelly, I mean, I think anyone, look, it's notorious that Andy has said Jill Zarin is an annoying person, and then she taped him. I mean, she's back in the mix, and now she's going to be at an OG show. Like, I don't think there's any bridge burned at Bravo for anyone except Nene.
I mean, Nene and
who else?
Kelly, maybe.
You think? I don't think. I don't think so.
I think Kelly poses a contradiction for them. We all remember, I mean,
yeah, Kelly, but you have Vicky Gunvalson screaming on the top of her lungs that like the vaccine's going to kill people. I mean,
they got into that on Kelly, Vicky's anti-vax.
But that's what I mean. Like, I mean, I don't really see Kelly as being anything different than anyone else. I mean, Brandi Glanville, I mean, every word out of her mouth is something like, I don't know. I think eventually Kelly's name is going to be thrown in there, and that's going to be an explosive girls trip, right?
I think you're right. That's true. I think she could be back for sure, because I think you're right. I mean, Jill Zarin's back now. I don't, I know I don't know. I mean, but maybe because I mean, really, when it comes down to it, she says she was